Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is Binky here today and we are going to be talking about another Xyrena fragrance. So I ended up buying The Thing for my brother because it's like his all-time favorite movie, one of them, and he loved it. The thing is, he tried it on and he went to a class because he's taking ASL classes, and he said it was strange and people were like, and this was one of the more wearable ones. It kind of made me laugh just because, yeah. And he's like, I don't know about this one, Binky. And I'm like, yeah, he actually calls me that. Binky is a childhood name. So that's where it comes from. He's one of the reasons I'm called that. So he's like, I don't know, Binky. He goes, this one's tough. I said, it's an art piece. And it was just to put on your table. That's it. It was just to put on your table, or, I collect stuff on your shelf. But I'm just saying, for those who aren't, they don't always understand the artistry. I love artistic sense. That's why I do a lot of indies, is because I am an artist. I love artistry of any type. And so there you go. That's why I'm doing this. But yes, apparently this one's been pretty popular and it is more expensive. I think this one was $128 or something like that. I don't really know. I'll put it to the side. That at this time, that's what this is. Most are like $98, but the ones that have more notes to them that may be a little bit more specialized tend to be a little bit more expensive, like this one. Now this one is sold out many times and then come back. So apparently it's limited edition. It's not main course. So if you're interested, go pick it up. I'm interested. So there you go. But I've never seen the movie. But this actually is for my brother because he read the notes and he goes, maybe I'll try this one. So I'm going to be seeing him here in the next week or two. And again, what's interesting is you get like, it's a VHS tape with things about the movie on the back. And if you want to get rid of these, they're back again. And what's interesting is they put something inside, and this says Patrick Bateman, the character's name, and it's his business card. So this is American Psycho, and I can smell it already. Ooh, this one is strong already. This is broken, sadly. Oh, but that's okay. And that just happens sometimes. And then this is what it looks like with Xyrena on the back in a nice, beautiful, dark blue, almost black bottle with American Psycho. Now I can smell this already, and it's interesting. This is actually very wearable, so I think my brother would like this. $120 is how much it costs. Inspired by the infamous Patrick Bateman, the official American Psycho fragrance by Xyrena has been crafted to capture the essence of the decade of greed with a modern edge, perfect for a date night with Christine and Sabrina. The scent is a real lady killer. Oh no. Sweet, spicy, seductive, American Psycho commands attention and exudes sex and opulence. Well, I'm feeling that today, sure. The fragrance opens with notes of sorbet, chardonnay, and an herbal mint facial mask accord. Oh, that's interesting. Heart notes of Szechuan pepper, cardamom, and clove add depth and complexity. Finally, the base notes leave a killer impression with a blend of bloody metallic ambroxan, creme brulee, and premium cigar tobacco. I loved it. One of my favorite scents when I was growing up, I used to wear oils, was a vanilla with tobacco. Oh, I just loved it. Perfect signature scent for the Sigma mindset. So they're saying it's pretty wearable, and I can see that already. Easy to wear, pleasant, suitable for daily. Because some of them aren't. There's some out there, I think, that smell like plastic. Yeah, things like that. But this does not. So, ooh, yeah, you could definitely smell through this one. Okay. I wanted to make sure I had my paper. So, no kitty in the way. So let's do this. 2 and 2, and we'll hit the paper. That was a half one. So I did it twice. And then ooh. Oh wow. There's a lot going on with this. Oh wow. In a lot. In a big way. I'm making sure my kitty, okay, she's still sleeping. I didn't want to because I'm definitely getting pepper. A little bit of pepper, and I want to make sure it didn't hit towards her direction. That Szechuan pepper comes out immediately. Clove. I'm getting this clove and Szechuan pepper and mint. Oh wow, that's strange. So mint, Szechuan. I wouldn't necessarily know it was Szechuan. The only reason I know it's specifically that type of pepper, which is delicious, is because it said it. I would just know there's almost a peppery scent to it. So if you could pull out Szechuan, I'm impressed. Because I would just know it was pepper. Definitely pepper. And clove. I love clove. I love eating clove. I love clove. Wow. It's that clove, that pepper, that mint. This is, you know what? It sounds like it would not work. On paper, it sounds like it would not work. But it kind of does. And what's confusing me is there's so many different notes flying around with this. Like, I'm not getting the sorbet. Chardonnay, I'm not really getting. Cardamom and clove for sure. Very interesting. I'm getting more, but then cardamom and clove and pepper are very strong notes. I'm definitely getting those. But I'm not getting the sorbet and Chardonnay. But let me try on my wrist. No. Clove and cardamom. To be fair, those are really strong spices. They're really strong spices. And along, the pepper isn't even really on my chemistry. It's more of, you just get a burning in the nose. And it's not burning my nose, but you get a little bit of that. That's why I want to make sure she's okay. You do get a little bit of a heat in the nose when you snip it. And I have a strong tolerance for spice. So if you don't, like, I love spicy food, but if you don't, then don't get too close to this one or spray it downward. But it's not like you're getting maced. You know what I mean? It's not, you're not getting maced here, but there is a presence of it. And then you do get that herbal scent. So this herbal, almost menthol, more than mint to me. It's more menthol. Cardamom's taking over with that clove. Interesting, but I'm not getting the Chardonnay or the sorbet, but those scents would be very gentle in comparison to these other ones that are coming at you. I mean, clove, cardamom, pepper, herbal mask, like menthol. That's going to wipe Chardonnay and sorbet out like that. So they're kind of getting lost, or maybe my nose is just overwhelmed by the other scents. But let's try it on the clothing. Oh, wow. On the clothing, again, it's that cardamom and clove, but there's almost like a soapiness to it more than just herbal mask. There's a soapiness to it, which is actually quite lovely. This one's really lovely. Believe it or not. I know who the character is. I haven't seen the movie. I'm very much aware of American Psycho. I don't know why I haven't seen it. I don't know. Maybe I need to go watch it. Because I heard the actor nailed it out of the ballpark. But Christian Bale, I think it is. Christian Bale. Yeah. So, wow. It's just, this is actually quite wearable. Even with some of the strangeness to it. This is something that I could see. I do see this, spoiler, is a little bit more of a masculine scent, straight up than feminine. And I could see some high rolling dude wearing this. I really could. So you could buy it for $120 and you could be the high roller, because this smells really good. Like, this is a dude who's take charge wearing this. And if you're a woman wearing it, you're definitely gonna take charge, because I don't know, this is good. Let's try it on here though. Here it's mostly spices, cardamom and clove. Cardamom and clove mostly on here. Yeah, it's not quite as there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to check back in an hour, because I do feel that this will morph. This will most likely morph. And I just don't know what else to say. It's very strong. It's very strong, but yet well mixed, and I didn't expect it to be, given the notes. I wouldn't think that these notes would mix together well, but yet here we are. It really makes a beautiful concoction of fragrance, and it's actually really intoxicating. Ooh, this smells good. So what I'm gonna do, I don't want to get a bottle for myself. It's for my bro. He told me I could do this, by the way. I'm not some cheap person. he gave me the okay. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to check back in an hour, and we'll see where this one morphs, because I'm kind of excited to see where it goes. Okay, so it has been an hour, and this one's still going strong, but with Xyrena, this doesn't surprise me. They tend to have a really good silage and last a long time, which is what I really like about the brand. So this one is bold, though, in that it's very spicy. What I'm getting is a lot of spice to it. Very well balanced. It's very interesting. It's so well integrated, though, at times it's hard to tell exactly what note is coming through. I mean, just here, I definitely get that clove, but I love clove, so I know it very well. Depending if you know the scents that well, or clove that well, I do. I eat it all the time in baking things that I make, and oh, I just love it. I have this like bread that I make with cloves, and it's so good. And so I'm like, oh, there it is. But it's just spicy and bold. But let's try here on the chemistry. Yeah, it's really hard to distinguish exactly what's coming through. I get the clove, I get the nutmeg. I get the clove and nutmeg. And I do still get a spiciness from it. I know it's pepper because it's hitting my nose, and my nose is a little bit sensitive to peppers. Things like T-Rex, and there was one other one that I did recently. I can't think about it. Think what it is. They had such strong pepper scents that I end up getting a headache. So yeah, they give me a little bit headache inducing for me. So I love pepper and scents, but it has to be done in a graceful way. Otherwise, it doesn't give me quite a migraine, but I'm like, it's heading that way. So there you go. I'm a little bit sensitive. This does it just perfectly. You get that hint of spiciness, and it's almost that little bit of danger in the background that you didn't expect. I love that. So I'm definitely getting that. Yeah, on the clothing, I'm definitely getting that spiciness. It's definitely those spices, a little bit of mint. There is kind of an interesting mineral scent to it on the clothing that I don't get on the chemistry. So it is the spiciness of like the cloves and the cardamom, and the slight pepper scent for me. I'm having a hard time pulling out some of this. I kind of get a little bit of lavender, is it? Maybe just a tad bit of lavender, and then some kind of like not menthol, but kind of menthol in there, and then a little bit of mineral. And I think it was supposed to be like blood. I don't get blood, but I get a mineral kind of scent, which blood can have apparently. I remember when I was a kid, I used to get a lot of bloody noses. So I know I'd wake up in the middle of the night and I'd go, oh. So, because I'm a back sleeper. So I do kind of get that mineral scent because of that. I can never get that smell out of my head. Oh, I had them all the time till I was up till 11. So, yeah, I get a little bit of that lurking in the background. So strange. Yeah, so very strange. It's mostly clove here. Clove, cardamom, and pepper. This one, and a little bit of sweetness, almost like a vanilla sweetness. But this one doesn't quite have the complexity that it does on the clothing or the chemistry. It's cardamom. It's mostly cardamom. Clove, a little bit of spiciness, vanilla sweetness. Yeah, interesting. So this one's good. Okay, this is one that you're going to want to try a sample of, because it very much morphs depending on what it's on. I think this is going to really play differently depending on your chemistry, depending on the clothing, depending on what your nose picks up. This one is very complicated. It is so meshed together. And there's also musk. I forgot to mention that. There's a muskiness coming out of it, especially, I don't know how I missed that, especially on my chemistry. So I tend to pick up musks really easily. I'm curious if it's on the clothing though. Yeah, there is a little bit of muskiness, but not nearly as much as on my chemistry because I'm a musk beast. Like it's no, I pull out. So very interesting. And then with that mineral here, it's almost like it's so enmeshed together. It's just so entwined. And then there's like something lurking there with that spiciness and a little bit of that muskiness. It's like something's lurking. But it's really good. I can see why this one is popular. It's really good, especially, you know, anyone could wear this, but if you're a dude looking for a statement piece, there you go. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to check back in 4 hours, and we're going to discuss where this one has gone, because it's a beast. It's very intriguing. Okay, so it has been 5 hours, and this one's still going strong. It's not overly strong, but it's still definitely there. So that's a good thing. Okay, it's been 5 hours, and this one has really mellowed out a bit. It was pretty much a powerhouse, but it really has gone more into this pocket for me. Maybe I'm becoming more nose blind because it is very strong at first. This is a powerhouse. I think it's not overly so, though. I can see where they're going with it. It's kind of the old 1980s bombastic sense that would fill up a whole boardroom. I think that's what they were going for. Same thing in the 80s, going to the 90s, it was these bold scents that, and they were using different products back then that really, really lasted and were really bold. I have some of them from somebody who gave me a box of perfumes. I'm going to have to get back and do some more reviews on those, even though you can't get them anymore. It's just an interesting time capsule of fragrances that were put in that box. But you can definitely still smell this one, and it's quite lovely. But let's try it on the wrist. It's that cardamom, it's that clove, it's musk. Definitely getting that musk. Cardamom, clove. I am still getting like a herbal scent to it, a medicinal herbal, and then really musky and a smoky muskiness to it. So that's not, if there's any musk in it, it's going to show up on my chemistry because my body really loves those musks, loves them. So not really surprising, but let's try it on the shirt. Interesting. On the shirt, again, it's that cardamom, it's that clove, and again, that herbalness to it. But there's still a little bit of that pepper to it, just a slight bit for me that I'm not getting on my chemistry, but I'm definitely getting that tingle in my nose again. Very interesting, this one. That cardamom just always comes through. Cardamom, clove, and the herbaceous, like, not really menthol, but a minty, like, it's not really mint. It's just an herbal scent to it. With the clove and the cardamom. And a little bit of almost like vanilla sweetness, but not too sweet. It's just underlying. It's not like a gourmand or like, whoa. It's not like that. Just a little bit of sweetness to it. Boy, this one's interesting. This one's really nice. Now, it did morph a lot in the first, I would say 10 to 20 minutes. After that, it kind of settles into what it is. And it's a really nice scent, actually. But this very much is that bold. It's not as bold as the 80s scents, but it's very much that bold 80s vibe to it. As much as it can be, because a lot of those products I think you can't use anymore to really bring out that 80s vibe. But I think this one captures that. I feel like this one captures that that masculinity that they were going for, and with that pepper and a little bit of the mineral, which didn't last long, a little bit of and musk, a little bit of that under lurking kind of danger with it, or animal flavor to it. That spiciness, which adds a little bit of the, what's going to happen? It's very interesting. Really, these fragrances are done so well because I feel like it captures the vibe of what the creator is trying to make. Like, this isn't just thrown together haphazardly. This is really thought out. And I think that's why I like this line, is because it's just well thought out. And you can tell the person behind it really cares about this brand and really does it for more. Everybody does what they do for money. You know, I mean, he obviously wants to make a living. I get it. But it goes beyond that. You could tell that this is a passion. This is somebody who cares about the brand. And I really applaud that. I really applaud that. It really is quite good. Now, if we were going to put this into a category, of course, I've said it over and over, masculine, 100%, but we wear what we want when we want. I wouldn't be opposed to wearing this. I would wear this again as a woman. I would do it. I would do it because it's that good. But let me tell you, if a guy was wearing this, I go, that's interesting. That's interesting. It smells good. It really does. So don't let that, if if you want to wear it, always sample things. It's a little bit harder to sample this brand. They do make it a little bit more difficult because there's a lot of limited editions and they're out of the samples a lot. I wish there was a little bit more, but a little bit harder with this. But if you can get a sample, I would recommend it, as I do with everything, because my chemistry and my thought process is probably different than yours. Now, this one is one you would probably want to wear in colder weather. It would be a lot in summer or late spring. This one's pretty bold, so I would say winter and fall is where this is really going to shine, especially with that spiciness, because you think of spices when you think, at least I do, with winter and later fall. So this falls perfectly into this. So if I were going to give this one a rating, I would give this one an 8 out of 10. And why? Because it's that good. Now, this isn't a profile I would normally go for, so to basically create something like this and have me go, I like it, I would wear this again, that's pretty impressive. I really think it's really good. I almost want to give it an 8.5. It's so good. You know what? I'm going to do it. It's my channel, 8.5. This one is really, really good. I love the spiciness. I love the warmth. I love that. It's not just heat spicy. There's that Szechuan there. I love, and that's what I love, that little hint where it tickles your nose a little bit. But it's also the spiciness of the clove and cardamom just makes me so cozy this time of year. It really just feels so safe and cozy, but yet it's not, because there's the animal musk and that sharpness of the pepper. You don't get the smell of the pepper so much. It's just, it tickles your nose. Then you're like, ooh, what's going on? Is this going to burn? You don't know. And that's what I like about it. So this is another big hit from Xyrena. I love this company. I'm a little bit obsessed with this company now. Fantastic. Big thumbs up. I'm curious to see what else they'll bring out. I really do. If I were a millionaire, I would buy the whole collection and I would spray all day long. Yes. So with that, have a fabulous day, my friends. Bye.